I never really thought I'd be making this video, but I guess this is something that's really needed for anybody out there struggling with this language called English. A lot of people have requested me to create sessions around communication, and somehow I felt that it's such a natural process that I don't really want to break it down. It kind of breaks or demolishes the beauty of the language. But let me give you a quick one. The reason most people is, I'm talking especially in India and probably even in other countries where the British colonized those countries, and those countries carried on the legacy of the British even after they so-called got independent. The reason most Indians are not able to speak English is not because of the difficulty of the language. I mean, for heaven's sake, we come from the land of Sanskrit. There's no language in the world we cannot speak. But it's because of the colonial intimidation, or rather mental colonial intimidation that we have around the language. Because the reason we falter in our attempt to speak the language initially, people around you would be like, oh my god, bada अंग्रेज बन रहा है, oh my god, bada अंग्रेज बन रहा है. That is such a mental deterrent to, you approaching the language with ease, is that you get scared about making mistakes. And trust you me, no matter what it is in life, if you're scared about making mistakes, we would never grow in that particular domain, obviously, because we would fail to try, right? And that is why it's so necessary to be around people, to be listening to podcasts, watching great YouTube videos, to have that kind of an exposure around people who make you feel comfortable with the language. Now, I'm not a great proponent of English as a language. I'm an Indian, and I love Hindi and Sanskrit. Of course, I love all Indian languages, all languages that originated in India. I have a lot of respect. Why would I not? That's my family. But then English, whether you like it or not, is the international language, at least in the given scenario, and it'd be a good idea to have it in your arsenal whenever you're communicating internationally. Simple. Okay, and that is not to demean your mother tongue. You should never do that. So the motive of me making this video was predominantly to help you understand that if you do not speak that language fluent enough, there's nothing to get bogged down about. Just if you're lucky enough to probably be in my close circle, of course I'm never gonna make you feel intimidated or feel any lesser because you're not you know strong in that language, or you don't have that stronghold in that language. But even if you're not in my direct circle, if you can, like I said, surround yourself with people who can make you feel comfortable failing in trying the language, I think you do a far better job. And the mental intimidation, it's so colonial to most of the Indians, and we don't really realize that, is because unfortunately a lot did not really change after independence. But we talk about that some other time. Uh, but yeah, I think the country is changing, all right, and we're getting back to our roots, which is beautiful. So stay intact, stay strong, and be proud of where you come from. Learn English as you will learn the guitar. Allow yourself to falter, play the notes incorrectly. But I've seen a lot of people, this is on the other side of the spectrum, just in the haste of wanting to speak the language. I've seen so many people just speaking anything. For heaven's sake, it's not about English, but please do not bust. Do not disrespect any language, but just saying anything, any word, any combination, any vocabulary, any pronunciation. Let's not do that. It's not just about English. Even if somebody speaks Hindi or Punjabi or any of the Indian languages inappropriately, it would not really be nice unless you really go to Chennai and you don't know Tamil and you're trying to just, recollect a few words from here and there, trying to communicate with the localites there. That's a different story. That's because you don't know the language. But when you are in an environment, I'm talking back to English now, where you know that you have the resources, especially in the age of YouTube and all the podcasts and just a click away videos and on audio messages, you don't have the right to disrespect any language. I don't I personally feel so, because there you've got to be able to mentally this distinguish uh, dissect or disintegrate the idea of the nation with the language. What I'm saying is, absolute regards to the nation. भाई जब भाषा सीख रहे हो तो भाषा सीखो ना यार, बुराई क्या है उसमें? So just, so on one side, why I'm saying don't be intimidated by trying to learn or practice the language. And I like I said, a lot of your environment plays a role in Barangrez Bandra, Barangrez Bandra. That's pathetic. That's absolutely pathetic. Shouldn't do that. Don't do that to anyone here. If someone's trying, let them try. So one, stay away from such people who bog you down. I don't know who they are, but you know them. Number two, try and find somebody you can communicate with in English, in whichever language you're wanting to learn. And number three, if you don't know the language, it's like this. If you don't have a great body, I mean, I got a decent one, but I don't have a great body, right? I'm not an IFBB pro. So I'm not just going to hop onto the IFBB pro stage and trying to flex myself. I wouldn't do that, right? I would respectfully go to the gym, make mistakes, learn slowly, lift heavy day after day or probably week after week. But then I would go through the process, right? So don't try to just because you've entered an MNC or you think you look cool because you'd speak English. Don't get into the haste of just saying anything. Please don't do that. So these are random pieces of thought that I think I should. I mean, I'd really been wanting to do that, but then a couple of my friends really poked me hard recently, so I thought I'd just share that with you. If you found this of value, and if you're watching this on YouTube especially, please do subscribe. Let me know if you'd like to know more such content that I can build around, that can help you, that can support you. Do comment below what you think. Do comment, right? Good, bad, beautiful, ugly, whatever it might be, whatever you felt. But especially if you've gotten value from this video, do let me know. It made me happy, and I'd be able to create more such videos that can inspire you and set you in the right direction. This is Puneet Sharma, I by IC, signing off. I love you. You stay blessed. Bye bye.